So today, very simple, just making sure that we understand our strengths, our challenges, and our purpose. Everybody has a different purpose. For me, my purpose is to enlighten people. My purpose is to build communities. Of course, my purpose is to be the best father I can be. Everybody has a different purpose, but identifying that purpose first over anything is the most important. Because once we identify our purpose, we can identify what to do. A lot of times we're doing a lot of things, we're spinning our wheels because we don't have the purpose of what we want to do, even if it's just for 5 years per se. All right. Everybody here needs at least a 10 to 20-year plan because every investment we do is for 10 to 20 years. But at the end of the day, we got to start somewhere. And so once we understand our purpose, understanding our strengths and challenges, then can aid us like data or analytics to fulfill that purpose. Okay. For instance, to give an example, as I said, my purpose is to enlighten people and to build communities. Most importantly, be a dedicated father. Okay. That is my purpose. So now we'll break that down into say, Chef Max, what's going on? Chef Max in the building. What's up, King? And so today we're going over the strengths, challenges, and last but not least, purpose. So I'm gonna, put you guys on the screen here. So,
Yeah, give me that.
my man, I'm gonna just go over it, Chef Max, right here, really
Yo,
quickly.
everybody,
Just
I'm in the spot. Stop playing. Let's get to it.
you know, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so in order to move correctly, we need to have our strengths and our challenges like data. We need to have the data on ourselves more than anybody else. How are we going to do that? Well, the reason we need to do that is to fulfill our purpose. So we need to start with the purpose. My purpose, for an example, is to enlighten people and to build communities. Most importantly, to be a dedicated father. So now that I have my purpose, I have that here on this piece of paper, just a basic T chart. On the left side, I have strengths. And the right side, I have challenges. We say challenges because we don't have weaknesses. If we look at ourselves as people who have weaknesses, then we will be people who have weaknesses. You understand? So we have to look at everything that we're doing wrong, everything that we're going through as a challenge. Now, even anything that you feel like you can't do, that's a challenge. Queen, come here, baby. Sit down. I'm trying to talk here, baby. Be a good dog. So, long story short, Queen's joining the meeting. So, long story short, my strengths to help me get to my purpose, which is enlightening people, building communities, and being a dedicated father, are confidence. Another one of my strengths is uh, optimism, mathematician, outgoing, and then I have, let's say, okay, now let's move on to tangible shit. We have the Gift C, okay, and we have brothers, okay, and then uh, we have businesses, okay. But what are my challenges? Organization, Okay. What's another challenge? Credit. You know, I've been using cash forever. We're getting there. My credit's going up, actually. It actually went 200 points. It's just still shitty from what it was. Now you got credit. They have what other my challenges? Um, baby, mama,
Discipline. Discipline is also a challenge.
discipline. There you go. Discipline. Okay. Time. Time is a challenge because it's the only thing you can't control. And
How about mindset?
my mindset cold. I ain't gonna hold you. Mindset may be a challenge for some, but this is what I'm saying. These are the perfect things. Give it to me. Give me another one. Everybody, give me one if you can. Mindset,
Focus.
focus. Another one.
Patience,
Uh,
maybe.
Billy said patience.
dedicating. Oh, I mean, I guess that falls underneath time. Okay, dedicating the time to actually finish things. That
Okay.
falls underneath time, I guess.
No, that's time management.
Time management. See, now you spitting.
You been king. All right. And so,
Hmm.
Billy, you had something?
Hmm.
Yeah, I was saying maybe patience or lack of patience.
Lack of patience. I can't stand y'all because I definitely actually have to put all these on there. Patience. All right. Now I have a chart, right? Now this is actually what we really do. Said, okay, I want to enlighten people. I want to build communities. I want to I want to be the best fucking dad in the world, bro. So, first fatherhood, I need to become more organized. So, becoming more organized, I have Denica, then I have accountability, then I have discipline, then I got my brothers. I'm stacking myself with things to hold me accountable. My brother's going to look at me like I'm stupid, then they're going to tell me I'm stupid. Danica's going to look at me like I'm stupid. She might have to tell me I'm stupid because I'm going to ask her to tell me I'm stupid. Then, then, okay, so I want my daughter to, but before my daughter looks at me like I'm stupid, I've already got all of these blockers, all of these. Hold on, get it together. Hold on, get it together. Hold on, get it together. Now, what about credit? Okay. Well, some of my brothers have better credit. Some of my brothers have really good credit. Okay, we can credit partner. Everybody gets paid. The last credit partner, y'all know, Savannah got what was that? It was payment for 32 and accumulated payments of 27. So that is 50. Yeah, she came clean on 59 racks, $59,000 to be a grad partner. You know what I'm saying? So, offering different credit partners different amounts of money and actually finishing the projects gives me the ability and having the promissory note signed that say fulfilled, gangster. That's my credit. My credit is old school, like the Phoenicians. It's just actual history of credit. But it is what it is. And so, okay, as far as my baby mama, she may be whatever she may be, but I have to become a rock for my daughter. So I can't absorb negativity, but I do have to let it pass me and then move towards the bigger goal at all times while maintaining the ability to influence my daughter. Unfortunately, if she tries to keep her away as much as she can, that's what it is. It's my job as a father, not really so much to see her every day, even though that would make my fucking life great, which is about to be in a couple months. But it's more of my responsibility as a father to be influential. How are we going to do that? Build communities. Boom. Okay. So what do we got? We got confidence, optimism, best down the third. Also BMC. We got the BMC. Okay. I got brothers. Okay. We got businesses. All of us have business. Everybody here has an LLC. That's gangster. All right. Wait, Billy, you got an LLC?
Yeah, of course.
That's
Yep.
what I'm fucking talking about. So everybody here has an LLC. So we're about to, so okay, we got businesses, we got the BMC, we got optimism, we got the you know what? Enoch. I'm gonna have the BMC make the website. I'm gonna have my brothers come with me to start it off. And then when we start it off, we get everything together. We'll have our minds so together that by the time we start offering this for monthly payments and things like that, not only can we all eat, but we're moving like a finely tuned machine. This fucking piece of paper rocks. So it's really about one, finding the purpose. Maybe, for well, instead of me saying things hypothetically, let me ask whoever wants to go first or whoever wants to go, what is your purpose? I know that's a hard ass question, but this is the shit that 99% of people don't know. So don't feel
My
bad.
purpose. Oh no,
Yes, sir.
I
I'm
know my
sorry.
purpose.
Talk to me, big
My
buddy.
purpose. My purpose is to make sure that my offspring is set. To make sure that my kids is good once they get to my age, or you know what I'm saying, before I get out of here, to make sure that my kids is set on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Making sure they got businesses in their name, making sure that they don't have to endure the same stuff that I had to endure to put them in a better place, in a better position.
May I say something,
But I
King?
got kids. Everybody else here might not have kids, so
May I say something, King? I feel like you missed something
anybody
because,
here? Anybody here?
yep, no, they hear it. Everybody listen to this. People on mute. Some people
Hello?
working. You hear me? You hear me? Can you hear me?
Y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you. Jenica can hear you.
I can hear you, my
Yo,
boy.
you can hear me?
Reggie can
Yeah, you
yeah,
solid.
Okay, did y'all hear what I said?
yeah, hell yeah. I was gonna ask, can
Okay.
I say something?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I agree with you. That's a phenomenal purpose. But as black men, as African and Native American men, we also forget that we've been put in such a survival mode that we feel that our responsibilities are life purposes. Gangster. It's the most gangster shit I've ever said. I'm glad it was recorded. So it's just like, okay, for instance, right? I got a daughter too. Making sure that they didn't have to deal with the things that we had to deal with and uplifting them and being there and making sure we doing exactly what we do as fathers is a purpose, but only the smallest purpose. Hear me out? Because that's our responsibility. That's a decision we made by having sex. So we can't put, and this is the thing that black men struggle with because nobody's having conversations like this. I'm gonna drop this shit down. Nobody's having conversations like this. This is what we need to talk about because this is what makes it difficult. I have mine on there. Yeah, dedicated father as well. Yes, but my purpose for self, because that's the job, that's the responsibility as a father. And I'm proud of you for saying that because this is exactly what I was getting to. This couldn't have gone any more perfect. We as black men, we are so conditioned into survival mode that we feel that taking care of our children, making sure that we getting a good amount of money, making sure we have a good house, making sure we have a good generational wealth is a purpose. That is not a purpose. That is a responsibility as a Native American man, as an African American man, as a Negro, as a real nigga. That's a responsibility. So this is why we have this conversation, so we can find our real purpose. Because you're not ever, there's nothing in your bones that's not going to do that. Imagine if I said, well, breathing is my purpose. I wouldn't be wrong, but it's something that I have to do because I'm dedicating myself to being alive. I don't have to breathe. Watch this. See what I'm saying? Like, I could just take myself the fuck out of here and just go. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I'm doing. I'm dedicating myself to giving a fuck. So breathing, although it is a purpose that keeps me alive, it is one of the main purposes in my life. It's not because it's a responsibility that I have to do in order to live my life successfully. If that makes any sense. So I would ask again, what is your purpose? Outside of making sure that you, first off, you already one of the greatest fathers I've ever seen in my fucking life. So I know you're going to continue to do that, and I know you're going to do better. So it's just like, okay, outside of that, because that's our responsibility. What is your real purpose?
To be the best version of myself that I.
That's another responsibility. That's your job. You're a role model. You have kids, you're a role model. If you don't be the best version of yourself, they're gonna be shitty. And your kids is in college and doing well, so you've obviously been the best version of yourself. That's another responsibility. I love this, bro. You're giving me all the good shit, bro. You're giving me all the good shit, but I need you to keep going. There ain't no wrong answer, but keep going. Because this is, as black men, bro, we ain't never had this conversation with nobody. So give it to me, baby. Come on. Hit me with it. I want you to dig deep into yourself. Talk.
Yeah, somebody else can go ahead and take on this answer. I'm trying.
Say no, bro.
I would like
Here,
a little
take it.
bit more thought. I'm trying to get myself together, and at the same time, it's a little bit hard to really think about the question. Besides the fact that I know that
Understood.
I want to be here for my kids, I want to be the best version of myself. My only real purpose is to really help others, man. Like I don't see no other purpose. If I'm not helping my kids, if it ain't about my kids, if it's not about me bettering myself or bettering my family, then what is life really about?
It's about what you make it. That's the beautiful part. It's about what you make it about. Life is so okay. Let me put it to you this way. Let's say you're at a pond and it's a big pond full of animals, full of bugs, full of all types of shit. Well, you see a frog and then you see a fly. Frog, the frog's purpose in life is the to jump around, swim, and be the best swimmer he could be, and of course take care of his little froglets, whatever you call those. You'll say delicious.
Nah, they be eating their kids.
I'm
Pause.
about to say you call those
Yeah, you're
delicious.
tripping out. They don't give a fuck about their kids. As soon as they come out, if they hungry, they snacking on them. Their cousins are snacking on them. Their uncles are snacking on them. That was probably not the right one to use. You might want to go with
No,
like a lion.
hear me
Shoot
out.
for a lion. Shoot for a
Shoot.
lion. Because
Hold on, hear me out.
a frog's purpose is not that great.
I'm going somewhere with this stuff.
Yo,
And so the frog's purpose, right, is to, is to do frog shit, to jump, swim, and be the best he can do, and to eat flies, eat as many flies as he can. The fly's purpose is the flies live for 24 to 48 hours, y'all. His purpose is to go as ham as possible while he's alive. YOLO is a different thing for a fly. Hey, Queen. And so the fly's purpose in life Maybe he decides he's going to collect as much shit as possible. Maybe he's going to try to be the first fly to fly across the fucking world. I don't
Land
know.
on every barbecue plate in a
Every
10-mile radius.
You understand what I'm
Yo,
saying?
for real.
For real. But so this is Queen. Queen doesn't give a fuck about real estate. She's in the meeting because she likes to snuggle. Her purpose in life is to bite shit as hard as possible, chase things, and do things of that nature. The story of it is everybody's looking for the meaning of life, but there isn't one. There is no fucking meaning of life.
You
That
gotta
is a
kind of
lie.
create that for yourself.
You gotta create that for yourself.
Yo, and that's how it ties into your purpose. Because if you not build, if you not, if like, take me for instance, I like to make music. I actually love to make music. I haven't made music in mad long. Haven't wrote a rap, haven't wrote a verse, haven't wrote a bar, and God knows how long. But that gave me purpose. That gave me something to be able to, whatever was going on inside, I was able to put it on pen and pad and create something for myself.
Let me ask you a
I don't
question.
know where I'm going with this, but I think I
Okay.
know where I'm going with this.
I got you. I got you right here. We have
Look, hold me down.
I got you, cuz. So now while you were doing that, weren't you still sending mommy bread? Weren't
Sure.
you still babysitting Mason?
Yeah, I was still taking care of everything.
Okay, so you was handling business. You still okay. Wasn't you still holding me down, giving me clothes to wear, making sure I'm fly?
Sure. Facts.
Good looks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
So,
family was still held down for sure.
okay, so you were doing that just like Rio is doing it right now as well. It's just as black men, we haven't had this conversation. And that's why we're opening this up for ourselves today. At that time, or maybe even now, but as an example for Reggie, at that time, his purpose was to make music and influence others. For whatever
Very.
reason it was, really to motivate people. That's why he dropped
Yo,
motivation.
the motivation. I don't know if y'all
Motivation.
heard that, but that's probably the hardest song out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give it a
Come
look,
on.
that's really one. It'll get
Come
you in
on,
your
man.
bag at any point in time of the day. I promise.
It literally does. That shit is fire.
That was
You
like my
feel me?
first manifestation. Like, and I didn't even know I was doing it. Didn't even know I was doing it. Everything I rapped about, I ended up getting it. That shit was crazy, and I rapped about it when I didn't have it.
And that's the beautiful thing.
That's a
This
beautiful
is the
thing.
this is what I mean. And right now, maybe I don't know, maybe your purpose is to become the best chef that you can. Maybe you well, what is your purpose, gangster?
Yo, not gonna lie, I've been trying to figure it out this whole time.
It's okay.
No.
This is exactly what
So
this shit is
I'll
for.
start with um I'll start with it on a spiritual level. Like, my purpose spiritually is to gain all the knowledge that I possibly can to help change my mindset. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I practice frequently, I meditate frequently, and it's shown its purpose to me.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's shown its purpose to me. That's like number one for me. Like I said, the spiritual level of it. Like, I step into that. Like, it means so much more to me every time I get into it because of what it's done for me. I feel
Yeah,
like I'm
man.
on topic.
No, you on top.
All right.
You spitting right now. This is exactly what we need, King. Because right now it's coming from the heart. It's coming from a sense of, damn, this is really what I give a fuck about. I give a fuck about learning as much powerful and peaceful and
Yo,
enlightening shit.
Gary. And it
Like,
it just does so much. Like, bro will tell you, like, I used to be the most negative nigga you could find. I was pulling the negativity out because I was just the type of I would rather deal with the negative shit than deal with the positive shit. And that was my downfall, bro. Like I would just be like, bro, be like, yeah, man, you about to da 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 da, and I would speak negative on it, and it wouldn't happen, just like that. Simple as that. Simple as day. Simple as day. And then once I started realizing, like, I gotta be positively affirming shit, positively speaking about my life, positively talking about everything in general. Like, you can't just be on some half-assed because it won't work. You got to be all in, and that's why it's purposeful to me. Word.
You find it? We coming to some conclusions here. Because the whole time you're doing it, did you send mommy some money last week?
I did.
Did you send me some money whatever before a bunch of times?
I did.
Okay, what are we talking about here? Still making sure it took care of me? Come on. This is what I'm talking about. As a black man, you have purpose.
Yo, thank you. I feel that. I know that. Word. Hey, a nigga like me didn't have no purpose, bro. The trap was what it was, and that was all it was. The trap was what it is, and that shit consumed me, bro. That shit consumed me. And as soon as I stepped away from that shit and really seen that life is bigger and greater than that, man. And this is coming from somebody who that's all I thought it was. I didn't see anything past that. I didn't have a choice. At least I thought I didn't. And then bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Put it in my hand. Baby, you putting down what I'm picking up.
You
You
put
understand
it
what I'm saying?
down, baby. Yes, sir.
That's all I'm saying.
Period, King. Period. So, um, anybody else want to go? Deron, Billy, Rio? If anybody isn't ready, that's okay. It's because the spark, I'm dealing with warriors right here. I'm dealing with kings. So I don't have to pretend like I don't know. I know you guys are going to find that purpose, even if you don't have it now. But the fact that we didn't know that we had the need for it is powerful.
Yo, needing to know
Yeah.
your purposes. And it's crazy because when you say it, like it is a hard thing to think about, bro. Like I thought about it that whole time Rio was talking, that's how I put that together. You feel me? And no cap, like it's something that's not thought about, bro. And it's crazy because bro was really good at that. Like I remember when he used to tell me he used to be like, bro, how many times a day do you sit to yourself and just think about you and what you have going on and how you're feeling mentally? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like how many black Native American men, just people of brown skin, like we don't even have time for that.
We don't even have
We don't
time.
even have time for that, bro. I bet you nobody on this phone can tell you right now that they thought about themselves this week. And it's Wednesday.
You know I did because I be bitch about it, but
Nah,
you know.
word. But you feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about my other brothers. Like that's what it is, bro. I know, but we so focused on grinding and working and doing this and putting in, making sure this is, man. Take a day. Shit, take an hour. It's not hard, bro, but it's something that needs to happen. Like finding your purpose. That's something that needs to happen. Because if we don't have a purpose, what the fuck is we living for? What the fuck is we moving? Like, what's going on for real? Anybody can handle business, bro, but you gotta have a purpose. You gotta have something that's deep that you're deeply connected to, deeply rooted to. Like and it can't be work related. It can't because work is work. Work is business. Work is that's the shit we trying to get away from. Finding your purpose has nothing to do with that. Handling business has nothing to do with your purpose. And that's why I chose spiritually first because that's what connected deeply to me. My nigga, I go to sleep listening to vibrations. I wake up listening to vibrations. I'm practicing certain shit, mudras, mantras, however you want to call it. Like I'm really trying to figure this out because I see where it brought everybody else.
Mhm.
You feel me? And my brother is a fucking living testament of this shit, including myself. Bro taught me what manifestation was. Bro told me that I was a manifestation king. And man, when I tell you the nigga wasn't lying, this nigga wasn't lying.
You don't miss.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't miss. I
Well,
might be
look,
off, but I always got motion. What my nigga say? I always got motion, man. You feel me?
Period. Period. And that's a blessing because you know your purpose. And
Oh,
when we can live
bro.
in our purpose, it's powerful. Anybody ask me, well, how do you make $1,000,000? I can't not make a fucking $1,000,000. Bro, you see me what I do all day? It's just
Yeah.
shit to do. Like I'll be if it's not the baby, if it's not the homies, I'm focusing on making myself or my community better all day because I like doing it. I can't not do it. I can't not make a fucking $1,000,000 because I love building shit. I love building. I love making things that weren't there pop up, and now somebody got to remember that shit for the rest of their life. I drive by this church every day. Yeah, I built that church. Gangster. It used to be a bank. What are we talking about? I'm not doing anything. But the fact that I know my purpose, that's what makes me unstoppable. That's what makes me unbeatable. That's what gives me that confidence. That's what gives me the ability to get through anything. That's what
Yo,
gives me the ability to
word.
be resilient over everything, over any haters. Nobody can touch me. Nobody can fuck with me in real life because I know who I am. Not
Bro.
only that, I also know my heritage. My family is Chickasaw, Lenape, and Kalinago. We're really good at growing tobacco, making fruit pastries, and fucking shooting bow and arrows. Also, martial arts. It sounds a lot like Ish. I know
Word.
who I am.
Word. This nigga love pastries. This nigga love cakes, muffins, cookies.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
stop playing with me.
Yo.
So at the end of the day, that's what gives the African American and the Native American man the wisdom, the ability to be confident. You got to know how to walk before you can walk in your full self. It's real shit. So first, the purpose is the GPS, and taking care of our family is what we do very well. Handling business is what we do very well. But we need a purpose of self. I don't give a fuck if it's not only me, God doesn't give a darn what your purpose is. He is happy, she is happy. Whatever you picture God to be, the universe or whichever, we with all of it. The
Yo, word, I
God
see somebody call God a her the other day. I ain't gonna cap.
is well, how could it not be?
Yo,
Man and
word,
woman equal God, not just one. Man and
word.
woman together equal God. That's why when you can get them together, some shit happens that's godly. But long story short, the thing is that's what gives you the purpose. Okay, and so the purpose is going to give you what? Okay, well, what are my strengths? What are my challenges to fulfill this purpose? Okay, you put your strengths down, you put your challenges down, with your obstacles, challenges, whichever, still a challenge. Obstacles are a fucking challenge. So either way, it's fun. It's meant to be there for you. A lot of us are sitting here believing that we're going through shit. Ain't nobody here going through anything. We are literally exactly where we need to be in time to become as successful as we are now. If I would have told you, yo, you had to get jumped back in the day, bro, so that you could become the humble chef now, you would be like, damn. But it doesn't make any sense. That's why God doesn't tell you. Because everything we've been through, it doesn't matter if it's a scuffle, it doesn't matter if it's an economic war, it doesn't matter if we've been broke, it doesn't matter if we've been abused, it doesn't matter what we've been through as men. It doesn't matter what color we are. It doesn't matter where the fuck we came from. It doesn't matter if we know our purpose. I'm never going to stop enlightening y'all. I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm going to call you every day or every other day, whichever one, call you every week, and we'll start enlightening you. You fuck if I feel like it or not, I can't help doing it. I gotta tell myself I'm not trying to Sharif the moment because I can't help it. I'm going to build communities regardless.
I can't stop getting cars. I can't stop building houses. God damn it, gotta build community. I can't stop teaching. You gotta build communities. Shit. Shit. I can't stop doing it. It's who I am. I will never feel disrespected if somebody calls me a nigger. I know that Negro land in Niger and like all that shit is in West Africa. It's always been right above Judah, all that shit. I can't be offended if somebody says, "Oh, hey, you little blackie." I'm not black. Black's not a fucking place. There's no ethnicity of black. There isn't an ethnicity of white. You're either Russian, Slavic, whichever you want to be, English, whichever, but there's no white. It doesn't exist. And then when you really look at it, all that shit is saying is where the fuck you're from. So it's nothing to do with your skin, nothing to do with your blood, nothing to do with anything except for your geographical designation, which, by the way, is what determines how much melanin that you project in your body. Geographically, if you're in the cold, you will be lighter. Geographically, if you're in the warmth, you will be darker. Then your genes will pass on, even if the light people go to the heat, even if the dark people go to the cold, the genes will still continue. But you will eventually get lighter, or you'll eventually get darker. All that shit is bullshit. So if you know who you are, there's nothing that can stop you. If you know your purpose, there's nothing that can bother you. There's nothing that can knock you off balance. Because even when it's like a Weeble's wobble, even when they knock you off balance, you're automatically going to come back to yourself. And that's what we also have to give to our children. Black people have been put under a literal mental, what's the word I'm looking for when they hypnotism. We believe that our duties are our purpose. It's fucking not. And once we give ourselves purpose, beautiful things will happen. Bill Gates' purpose is to depopulate the earth. He's doing a great fucking job. Elon Musk's purpose is to be the most innovative, genius, business scientist in the world. He wants to be better than Einstein. He wants to be better than Da Vinci. He wants to be better than these people. That's Elon Musk's purpose. Steve Jobs is to change the game from hand to hand straight to internet. That's his purpose. That's his purpose. What's up? Mark Cuban? Mark Cuban's purpose is to live his best, craziest life that he can live. He doesn't give a fuck about me. He doesn't give a fuck about y'all. He just wants to have as much fun as he can, make as much money doing it, and play as hard as possible. And of course, before then, his purpose was to buy the Mavericks or whichever team he bought. He
Word,
went
do my
from
nigga Floyd Mayweather. Stop playing.
Floyd Mayweather's purpose was to never lose and to get rich doing it.
Word.
Period.
Yo,
Period. Never
words
taking it out.
bond.
That's my purpose. I could do all this boxing. He knocked many people out. He knocked almost everybody out. He fought for the first 20 people. As a person who's knocked out 20 people, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
So it's just like, bro, it's not easy to knock out 20 grown men. So I don't understand why people, hate on it, but that's hate. It's always gonna be hate. His goal wasn't to be the biggest knockout champion. His goal wasn't to be a brawler and see who could fight the best. He doesn't give a fuck who fights the best. He just wants his record to be 5-0-0. And god damn it.
That boy
You know what
sharp.
it is? Sharp. And so everybody, does anybody have any questions? Okay, so before we do anything else in life, I don't give a fuck about houses if this isn't done. I don't give a darn about business if this isn't done. I don't give a darn about working out if this isn't done. What the fuck are we working out for if we don't know our purpose of working out? That's probably why we're not working out. Exception to others who work out.
Or talk to yourself, brother, because
Like
I'm
I
in
said,
there.
so everything I'll be in
That's
there.
my sanctuary, G. That's my second
I was
home.
that guy. You know what I'm saying? I was that guy though. I'm not that guy no more, but I was that guy.
Hey, you only getting old, man. You just got old.
You know what I'm saying?
You just got old, man. You just playing
That's
around with
my
that shit.
purpose for working out. I don't want to get old and be late, lackadaisical, not moving around. I want to be one of those 80-year-olds that's still doing 40 pull-ups at a time. Cool with me. Cool. So it's just
Facts.
like this is what we need to work on first. This is why we aren't knowing what to do in life. This is what we're literally moving in the GPS with no dot. Hella blue lines. Shit
Word.
crazy.
Niggas following the road.
We're following the road. You
Nigga got
feel
the
me?
GPS. Nigga got the GPS with no Wi-Fi connected.
We got the fucking
No
yo.
service.
We got the old school square GPS with
Nah, not even. Niggas is printing out. Niggas is printing out the maps, trying to get there. Look, I know niggas remember
hella lines.
printing that shit out, give it to your mom so she could bring you somewhere. Stop playing.
Stop playing. You
What
feel
niggas?
me?
Hell, I remember my kid mom trying to get us to Abyss.
You know?
Yo, what a time to be alive, man.
What a time to be alive. But this,
Man,
but at that time, our purpose was to become the biggest known
yo,
street
where is
team,
Bond? And we
and
did
we
that
did
shit.
it.
Yo, we did that shit.
Come
Hey,
on.
every Friday, nigga, phone to just go off like party here, 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 party here. Nigga, stop playing.
Come on. And we're not doing that now because that's not our purpose now. But a part of it is kind of our purpose. Now it's just a bigger, God puts everything in the beginning so you can get ready for what you're about to face. But now we need to be doing events and private mansion parties and things and pool parties and the homeless help group and all the things. Now it's time. But that's only because it's a part of our purpose in order to build community, in order to be the best chef in the world, in order to enlighten people, in order to do these things that really are purpose, in order to gain as much knowledge as possible. We got to be around these people with these events. We got to be around these people. We can't keep going to everybody else's event, paying a bunch of dumbass money when they're making, yo, bro, they make $5,000 for every single person that's in the room. The last boardroom meeting had 273 people in it. That 273 times $5,000 for 3 days. You do the math. That's all I'm saying, bro. We're missing out. And it's because we're not fulfilling our purpose on that. That's why now, once you understand your purpose, it then becomes, well, am I fulfilling that purpose? Aha. Because now nothing can bother you unless you're not fulfilling your purpose. And so that's so as Big Bro said, part of his purpose was to make sure that his children don't have to suffer the things that he had to go through. He had to go through some different things. So that is a part of his purpose. But that can't be the only purpose because that's also his main responsibility. And so that's why, but it's okay because when you're a real man, like you said, you don't have time to think. Nobody's sitting there thinking about themselves for 2 to 3 hours straight. I am. I am 2 to 3 hours straight per day. I'm not playing like if I have to break it up and do it in 30s or 45s, I'm not doing that. Was I right there? This book is completely full. This book is completely full. Then the other book
Listen,
is right here. That book is complete. There's another book just this size, completely full. That's the fourth book. Just sitting here jotting down random thoughts, stars and shit, freaking all types of little planet notes, the BMCs, everything you could think about. BMC, everybody. everything you can think about. Just sitting here, just the noise you hear in the background, that noise right there, nothing. Just me sitting here. And it's hard. This is like, damn, what am I here for? There is no God-given reason that you're here for outside of the things that the talents that he gave you, of course. If God gave you talents, you're absolutely here to use them fucking talents for part of your purpose. So that's a clue. God gives clues. He don't give answers, he give you clues. Like, okay, I ain't gonna tell you that your purpose is this, that, and the third, but I'm gonna give you the greatest attention span for these type of things. I'm gonna give you the greatest skills in these lanes for these type of things. And then you find your purpose, like, damn, I got everything I need to do this. You don't miss. And so, does anybody have any questions? Because right now, we don't have shit to do, but for everybody in our group to find our purpose. As a bunch of black men in a group, we are powerful. A bunch of black men in a group with no purpose doesn't mean a fucking thing. Dig me? Who's with me? Who's with me? All right, I see y'all.
Nah, I'm here, G. My bad. I thought my shit
I
was
see
muted.
y'all. I see y'all. That's all good. I see everybody. All right, so let me go with the Jerry Maguire. Who's coming with me, man? Who's
He
coming
said,
with
"Well, could it
me?
be two double extra large pizzas with jalapenos?" He said, "Your marshmallows, man. Yeah, I'm gonna need marshmallows, man. And then we need candy bars and popcorn and chips." That was fire shit.
I'll come with you. All right, so the Deron,
Yes.
do me a favor. Unplug that fucking robot fucking lady.
That shit said, Duran,
I can't.
you gotta go on break.
That shit said, who's with me, man?
He follows everybody.
Bro, I'm about to teach that shit Arabic just so it can piss you off. We're
Please don't.
Nigga stupid.
I'm out of
Please
here,
don't.
man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. I appreciate everybody for being here. But everybody, remember, if we can't be disciplined for 1 hour on one day of the week, how can we be disciplined for the week? We got to make it to these meetings. Even if it's not anything important going on, we got to make it. We got to make it. If you got to leave early, it is what it is. If you got to work and do things, it is what it is. And don't plan shit at Wednesday at 8. That's
Okay,
discipline.
look. I could give you a wholehearted situation between 8 and 8:15. I will always be your guy. There's no
Period.
telling what will happen after 8:15.
Period.
8 to 8:15, you have undivided attention.
That's life. That's life, bro. That's life. Because that's a dedication and that's something that you said that, yo, this is what I'm doing with my life. That's the purpose for Wednesday's day at 8:15. Now 8:15 has purpose. No matter, even if God forbid the group and something happened to everybody, now it wouldn't even matter. 8:15 will have purpose to you. Between
No,
8
8.
o'clock and
Yeah,
8:15.
8:15. Yeah.
Between 8 o'clock and 8:15, you will automatically just be disciplined to do something because you dedicated yourself to that. We gotta start dedicating ourselves to shit and sticking to it. I'm dedicating myself to quit smoking. God damn it, it's hard as shit. But you know what this is? It's the fucking pre-roll. Okay? Breaking this pre-roll down into mini. This pre-roll is
That's not
1
going to
gram.
help you.
Yo, bro. I
I'm just saying, it's not.
bro, I was just smoking a quarter a day. Okay? It's $70 a day of a lot of weed.
That's
So
crazy. I'm gonna be honest, that number is ridiculous.
a ridiculous amount of weed.
I've heard worse. Trust me.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
it's
$50, $50, 14 grams, straight fire.
What are
Yeah,
we talking?
everybody's not in California, asshole. You know.
Hey man,
But
the mailbox work.
hey,
The mailbox work like a motherfucker.
yeah, bro. Yeah,
I
no.
want y'all to understand also that 901, this group will not care what you saying. It will hang up on you.
Yeah, they can use federal public government to be like, yeah, I know you wanted to smoke that good ass Cali weed, but we need this, brother. This is
My
never
dad
gonna make
And
sense, brother.
type shit.
Yeah, but no, all jokes aside, the thing about it is we need purpose as men. Yes, we're gonna take care of our family, that's our responsibility. Yes, we're gonna be good men to our women, that's our responsibility. If we have women, we gotta be good men, or we gotta get the fuck out the way. If we have children, we gotta be the best father and take care to make sure they don't go through what we go through, or we gotta get the fuck out the way. Those things are part of our purpose, but they don't have to be. So they are a part of our purpose, but they are not our purpose. That's our responsibility. So we're going to decipher the difference between purpose and responsibility. Get your purpose, look at your strength and your talent to achieve that purpose. And for the rest of your life, nobody will be able to bother you because the only thing that'll bother you is being off your purpose. I love y'all, man. I'm out of here.